Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 272 for the 27th of October, 2024. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Hello there. My volume is way too loud.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you all?
Yeah. Any clock stories?
What? Sleeping in and all that?
The usual. I've got 3 stories about clocks breaking when people moving them back an hour today from people in the family. This is the toll that changing the clocks does on people.
we can vote on which one we like best. How about that?
What's that? Clock stories?
Yeah, 3 stories.
Oh, 3 stories, right? Okay, so the first story is. All right, calm down.
Get on with it.
Is, my father-in-law was changing. My father-in-law was changing the clock, and he run the clock back, put the clock back in the wall, and the clock fell off the wall, smashed the glass in the front of the clock.
Right.
Story number 1.
Right.
Story number 2. My brother-in-law, he was changed the clocks back in the kitchen, put the clock back up, and it stopped working within the hour because the battery was dead.
Oh.
Right. Third story, sister-in-law. Maybe it's just this side of the family. I don't know.
Clearly it is.
Brothers and sisters and family-in-law. She changed the clock at work and it fell off the wall and broke as well.
Are they cursed?
So what I'm saying is, stop changing the clocks. Like, if it works okay for South America and South Africa, why can we not? Like, why do we have to change the clocks all the time? It's stupid.
Aye, but then if you do that and everybody else, if you don't do that and everybody else does, then you're going to be late for your work every day.
You know, well, here's the thing though. Well,
or early for your work.
There's actually scientific proof that changing the clocks is actually bad for the economy as well.
Yeah.
There's millions of dollars and all that kind of stuff is in lost productivity of people basically having car accidents and things on the way to work because they're too sleepy.
Oh, I thought you meant because they're in the middle of changing their clock while they're driving.
Look at that clock's the wrong time. Hang on a minute, they just didn't change it there. God, I wish they would make this.
Aye, airbag in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we've all been there.
Also, why are clocks in cars used to be easy to change? Because you used to have like a forward button on the clock in the car, and now you got to go into like settings, time and date.
You're thinking about your gears?
No, I don't
drive,
use gears
neutral.
anymore. I don't use gears.
No.
Stick it in first.
Yeah.
Stick it in first and just talk loud. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, first all the way.
Exactly.
Go faster. It's noisy, but you go faster.
Did you remember to turn the iron off? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Meanwhile, the car's like.
Mm-hmm. Just go in reverse.
Exactly. You only need one. How come you only need one gear for reverse?
Unless the Swiss Army.
Oh, that's true.
Their tanks have got 3 reverse gears.
Oh my God! I think it might be the Italian army, but never
mind. Well, no, it's not. It's like one of the ones that were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You started it anyway. The bloody talk about Dad's army.
That was before we came on.
Yeah, exactly. Was it?
Don't tell him your name, Pike. Pike, your name is on the list.
Anyway, moving on.
How was your week?
Fine.
Good. Thanks, Erwin. Bye.
Yeah. Aye. Nothing exciting.
Yeah.
You?
Well, I took a day off on Wednesday to go and see people, but the people weren't available.
Well, that's an exciting story.
I know. Well, and then my daughter said, no, wait a minute, it gets better.
Oh, good.
But then Sam said, why don't we go to the movies then if you're available? And I was like, okay, I'll go and do that then. So we went to see Joker 2. So we'll talk about Joker 2 later.
Nice one. Excellent.
And I'm pretty sure we could spoil some things as well because it's been out in the cinema for what?
We definitely can now, yeah, we can now. We've not even spoken about this together, actually.
No, we haven't.
Not really.
Yeah. So expect a full review of the Joker later on in the show.
Exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Might be all
I'm
that.
excited to talk about it with you.
I'm excited
Um,
that you're excited.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we? Should we go on with what's the tea?
Yeah. Mm.
We start off with sad news. Passing of the world's strongest man, Geoff Capes.
Geoff.
75, he was.
75.
75. Never been kissed.
75 and never been kissed.
The
Geoff.
the World Strongman Championship things was always a thing that was on BBC.
Still is over Christmas. You'll
is it?
get to see it. Yep.
Will I though? I don't really watch terrestrial television at the best of times. I'm not a big fan of it.
Well, you could push the boat out this Christmas and watch it.
Because of the adverts.
Yeah. Old Geoff.
Not that you get adverts on BBC, right enough.
Geoff hasn't been competing for quite a long time, though.
About 30 years, I would have thought.
He must have had hell of a problems, though, in later life.
Later life, with his knees, probably.
You know, definitely his knees, his back, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Poor old Geoff. But he's a great guy. He was a bit of a hero back in the day, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Geoff Capes.
There was a video game about him, wasn't there? In the Spectrum or something.
You're not thinking
there was like a strongman. No, there was the Daley Thompson one, but there was also the Geoff Capes. I'm sure there was.
Geoff Capes Invaders. I don't remember one.
He doesn't know. Geoff Capes Strongman. There you go.
Geoff tosses his caber.
From Martech. Yeah, here you go. It's actually on eBay. This is a. Oh, it's been sold.
So.
Oh, no way.
So he must have done the old caber tossing and the old ball under the neck throw.
I think he probably did, yeah.
And the old spinny hammer thing. It's not even a hammer though.
That's not a hammer. I think that is called a hammer because was that not?
That's called that.
Fatima Whitbread. She was the hammer toss as well. I'm pretty sure.
She certainly was. She could toss a hammer. Yep. Fatima. She could grow a beard.
Nailed it, by the way. I think Ricochet there with a strong man. It's well done.
Rick O'Shea.
Rick O'Shea. He does, yeah. So yeah, there you go. He was a Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K game as well.
Oh, I made you dig there, but it didn't work. Yeah. Good old Geoff. A bit of a national treasure at one point.
Yeah, a bit of a national. Yeah.
Forgotten about in his later years, though, I suppose. But,
I think so. I think a lot of people were up to that news with who. But
yeah, but people our age, you don't know exactly.
People our age, yeah, exactly,
yeah.
Probably played the game back in the day. The ZX Spectrum. Let us know in the comments below if you played the game.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't think I ever. I thought to myself, nah. The Daley Thompson's decathlon, I played the heck out of almost the ZX Spectrum because of it. Being the old
bashing your buttons.
That's right, yeah. I'm assuming it was a bit of a button masher, the Geoff thing, because they probably ripped off.
It would have been, it was the same style.
Same kind of style,
I just realised that the Switch has got loads of games like that on it for like £6.50. Arcade games like Track and Field and Hypersports and stuff.
Perfect for a Switch controller?
Absolutely not. Aye, how bizarre. Imagine trying to play that with a wee Joy-Con.
No, never mind that. They break easily anyway.
I know.
That's my D-pad ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's got the drift on it now.
Oh, brilliant. Welcome to the club. See, you were so smarmy. I don't know, it doesn't have a drift. There you get the drift. There you go.
So the worst thing is, I was playing, is it Tempest or something? I was playing something anyway, and I took my thumb off the left thumbstick and my ship went. I was like,
You can, top tip, everybody, though. I bought a spray. It's WD-40 to sell it, but it's a circuit spray. Don't use WD-40, but there's a circuit spray.
Don't use it, no.
And you can just spray it and work it into the Joy-Cons and the buttons, and it does work to a certain extent.
I mean, WD-40 is fine. Stuff. You should. I would check with better people than me, but it should work because it's water displacement. It's not a
No,
it's not a solvent or anything.
Don't use it for your Joy-Cons. It's got to be the circuit cleaner.
Okay.
It's got to be.
Would lithium grease work? I think did we not talk about the lithium grease before? I mentioned it. I don't think it would actually, because it's I don't think it would.
I actually tried loads of things. I tried a canister of air first, just to kind of blast any dust or whatever particles. But the circuit cleaner really did work. So if anybody's got joystick drift, the Switch.
I bought a car and the door was squeaky on it. It was my wee Altima that I had back in Canada.
Yeah,
love that car. Anyway, it was a two-door coupe. Oh, it was beautiful. Anyway, I got it.
These are going. Forget it. Move on.
Every time I opened the door, I went like that, and I was like, "Ah, man!" And I asked somebody about it. It was a mechanic who was fixing a bashing on Anna-Marie's car, and he said, "No, don't use oil on it or WD-40 and that. Use lithium grease." He said it will last you for years. I went, all right, okay. So I got this canister of lithium grease and put it on it. I had that car for about 5 years. Only had to spray it once. When the guy suggested when I applied it the first time, that was it.
Never heard of it.
Great. It's a white goopy spray.
A spray.
Yeah, it's in a spray bottle, same as like a WD-40, and it's got the little straw thing on it, and you squeeze it on, and you give the door a couple of like opens and closes, and that's it. It worked for me.
There you go. Spray canister fans. That's two for you. Yeah.
2 tips.
Yeah, 2
tips.
And
obviously when you're in there in your engine, don't forget to grease your nipples. Right. Moving on.
Here first.
Did you hear about Blade Runner 2049 producers?
I didn't actually.
They're going to sue Elon Musk over robo-taxi images.
Sorry, I did hear about this, yeah.
Aye, so this is Alcon Entertainment. They claim that Warner Brothers and Tesla got together and used some of their images without their consent for Blade Runner, because Elon had this thing with these robo-taxi things. By the way, robo-taxis are not the way to go. A better public transit system is a better way to go, but let's not bother getting into that right now.
Wait a minute. Johnny Cabs.
I know, but the problem with Johnny cars
Cabs from Total
is
Recall.
You can't move people en masse. Like, if you want to solve greenhouse gas problems and all that kind of stuff, you want to move as many people as possible at one time. Robocabs are not the way to go.
But Johnny Cabs are basically robocabs with a personality.
Robert Picardo, that's who it is. It's the Doctor from Deep Space, from Voyager.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah.
Looks like him as well, actually.
It does look like him. Yes.
It looks a bit like between him and a ventriloquist dummy.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Anyway, so they're suing.
Total Recall, obviously. As we probably all know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, anyways, Alcon Productions are currently suing Warner Brothers and Tesla for use of their images, because they were like, we don't want to be associated with this nut job who's giving it millions of dollars to people to get them to vote for Donald Trump.
Do we have a comparison?
No, it's just images that have been used in the marketing.
Podcast, isn't it?
Well, exactly. Well, yes, but also it's images that were used so that like there's. Let me see. Let me see if I got a picture for you. My God,
it must be similar to their cybercab, the cybercar thing that they've got. That kind of atrocity.
So they're so it is very similar. Have you not seen the cybercab?
Aye, that's what I'm saying. It must be similar to that then, because it's that kind of boxy sort of design.
Yeah,
it's all very kind of flat panel.
Aye, and so it's got. So here's the other thing as well. So it's got the gull wing door things that go up like that.
Basically, it looks like a car from a 90s Polygon game.
Well,
the textures.
There was another guy as well that's for some production company that said, "Hey Elon, I want my designs back," and it was the guy that was the product for the set designer for iRobot.
Yeah,
and he's got this other cab thing that's like a transport thing that they're going to use for astronauts, and it looks exactly like the robot transport. Remember the bit in the scene where Will Smith is going down the highway, and this robot transport comes in, and they all jump out.
Best bit in the film.
Yeah, yeah, it
Tunnel.
is. Yeah,
The tunnel.
in the tunnel. Yeah. He's driving the Audi.
Well, it's not bad. This was one of the best bits.
And that's very similar to the transport system that Elon Musk is sort of showcased as well, which is like a kind of futuristic town and country type thing, or a Dodge Caravan people carrier thing. It's not very
okay. Cool.
Yeah. I've got bad news for some Blade fans.
Well, we saw this coming, didn't we?
Well, I think we predicted this.
What could this be?
So Disney have decided that they're going to replace the Blade release date with Predator Badlands. So there you go. So good news, bad news. Good news, guys. We're getting a new Predator film. Yay! Bad news. Wait, what? We're losing Blade.
I wonder what happened with Blade. I wonder what the problem was.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, it could just be a victim of this doesn't fit in with the rest of the saga, so why are we bothering with it? Because the other thing is,
but you could say that about stuff that they've already greenlit and they've shown that it's like, you know.
I know. I mean, I think they were going to try and go for like a kind of dark university type thing as well with Blade. Because they sort of kind of introduced it with Eternals, but then they're like, oh my god, Eternals was a complete if anything should have been a TV show, it should have been the Eternals.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you've got 75 new characters that you're introducing in one movie. Each one of them gets a second each, and you go, I don't care enough about these characters if they live or die.
It was so pointless. The story was so lame. It was just terrible. The baddie was so. Nothing made sense.
Baddie.
It's awful.
The antagonist.
Awful. Oh, there wasn't really one until what do you call him? When I am suddenly the baddie now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, James Marsden.
The Scottish guy.
The Scottish guy. Not James McAvoy.
Nonsense.
Yeah. So anyway, Blade's gone.
Shockaroo.
Shocked. Utterly shocked.
Yeah.
Sticking with, not sticking with, changing the subject slightly back to this. The Derry Girls creator has hit out at ITV's AI plans.
Oh.
So, apparently there's a job advert for a London-based head of generative AI innovation who will head up AI-driven innovations in content creation for TV shows and films. And it's currently posted at £95,000 for the London-based thing. Anyway, the Lisa McGee, who created the Derry Girls, she found the news incredibly depressing and, considering how AI material is generated, unethical. And then the Writers Guild of Great Britain General Secretary Ellie Pearce said, if the broadcaster has a spare £95,000, they would be better off investing in screenwriters rather than gimmicks.
Well, it's not going away, this AI, is it? Anytime soon or ever. No matter what they do, no matter how much they complain about it, it's it's like a kind of ball rolling down the hill. It's just it's not stopping.
There's a place for AI, and I don't think creativity is that place for it. I don't think, why is it that AI gets to write poetry and draw pictures and we get to toil in the fields?
Yeah.
Why can't we have AI robots to do the work for us while we write the poetry and draw the pictures?
Yeah, but that'll be coming as well. Back to Elon.
Where would it be?
Robots, These robots.
I know, but like, well,
You'll be able to own a Jimmy, Sloan. A Jimmy all to yourself.
You know what? I'm all with Will Smith's character in iRobot. I don't like the idea of this robot stuff that he's got.
Sure.
I don't like him.
I don't think anybody does like the idea of it.
No,
but
I think first of all, I think it's creepy.
Creativity is the one that's getting hit the most, though. I think because you know, what was it? That invasion show, the Marvel
Secret War,
Secret Wars
Invasion. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called. Secret War? No, it was Secret Invasion.
Aye,
was it Secret Invasion? I don't know.
There was a controversy about the title sequence. Yeah, they were generated by AI. Yeah. Recently, there was something else created by AI, and it was art, something to do with art. But there's artists and animators out there that must be going, bloody hell, this is going to take over our jobs. I mean, I've seen things. Sorry to keep going, but I've seen another thing, and it's like Pixar animators. Cheeky get. Sorry, I've seen another thing where Sloan just made me full screen there after doing the podcast. Where it's like a Pixar animation, like somebody's acting out the thing, then putting a filter over it using AI, and it's like turns them into like a monkey or a gorilla or a cat or and don't need to animate anything. It's just all done. Just get the actor to act it out.
Well, you're rotoscoping it essentially. You're rotoscoping the animation,
but it looks brilliant.
But I think like that. So that use of AI where the artist is using it as a tool is fine. It's when AI is used to just generate the whole thing.
It's not.
It's a bit too close to 1984 for me, where the art is generated by a machine. Like it's not. There's no soul in that. There's nothing that interfaces with the human in there.
But then I suppose the cold. The Andy Serkis, Gollum was the beginnings of that, that followed his, instead of animating the character, he was on there doing the acting, and it's just been a kind of snowball from there type thing. But it's animators must be quivering their boots, especially because you won't need an animator to do anything. Just must be a bit of that already.
Just remember though, 6 years ago, whatever it was, the metaverse was the thing. The metaverse was everything. And sorry, let's go back just a little bit before that. Crypto was everything. NFTs were going to be NFTs were going to be the big thing. Everything was going to be crypto, and it was going to be the blockchain and blah blah blah. Fizzled out, went to nothing. Next thing, the metaverse. Metaverse is going to be everything. Facebook changed the name of the company to Meta. They thought it was going to be so big, and then the next big thing didn't happen. Metaverse was fizzled out. Nothing happened to it. Now the next big thing is AI, because they've got to have something that they need to move on to be the next big thing. And we haven't found the correct usage for AI yet. I'm not saying that AI can't be used for these things, but we haven't found the right use for it. I don't think AI as a tool. It's like you can put together an IKEA piece of furniture with that little crappy hex thing that they have, and you go like that, and you put the thing together, and but it's the crappy S-shaped thing or the Z-shaped thing on it. It's just this horrible crank thing on it. It's the worst thing ever. Or you can get a bit in your power drill and go, and you're done in half an hour. That's the difference, is the AI should be used to accelerate the art that's created, not replace the person creating the AI.
Yeah, but it is going to replace a lot of the stuff that they do.
I don't think it can. And so I was talking, Anime was talking, we were talking about this, Anime and I were talking about this earlier on this week. And I find my personal belief is that,
maybe. But
that's what her argument is. AI is going to get better, and my argument is actually AI is going to get worse, because AI, like I'll give you an example. Let me just look up Google.
See, while you're doing that,
me...
did you see the Bill Gates thing that's on Netflix just now? And they're talking about AI. I can't remember the name of the show, but the scariest part about that is the very first sentence, I think, in the series, and it's basically the guy goes, "The worst thing that could happen is the AI invents a better version of itself, so it's a better version of the AI as it is now."
And that's not going to happen, and I'll explain why. I'm going to type in
Oh god, this could be long.
Baby peacock, right? Right. Here's the problem. None of these are pictures of baby peacocks.
Yep. I know.
That's the problem with AI. Actually, I think that one there might be baby peacocks. Exactly. I think that those ones there are actually baby peacocks, the ones in the middle. Everything else around there, especially this guy here, that's not a baby peacock.
That's Rod Hull's bloody
that's an emu. Yeah. And so that's the problem with AI, is the fact that AI is going to use that as input. And so essentially you're going to end up with just garbage at the end of it. You're going to end up with people with 7 fingers instead of 5 fingers. And that's my argument, is that AI is not going to, AI for that kind of stuff is not
because
going
it's
to be better.
Right. So your point is that it's the fact it's generating all these images that are awash,
and then it uses that as input. Yeah.
So it's like a kind of
garbage in, garbage out.
It's like feedback, as if you're looking into your own eyeball.
Yes, it's a negative feedback loop in essence. And so
we're talking negative feedback loops.
That's right, we are. And I think that's what is going to happen with the generative AI, that people think about content creation and all that kind of stuff, is essentially it's going to be an Ouroboros. It's going to start eating itself, and eventually you end up with no snake. So that's where I think we are, and I think the AI has a place as a tool, but I don't think it's for creative works, because baby peacocks.
It's definitely refined since last year, though. I've been using these things
I've been using them as well. I use it for coding.
No, I'm talking for images, though.
Video. The thumbnail of all our podcasts for the last year has been generated by.
That's true, actually. Anyway, let's move on.
I understand the hypocrisy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
At some point, it's not going to get better.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Let's talk about another.
Why did you admit to that?
Funny. Do you know the funny thing is? See the border that we've got around here.
Mm-hmm.
I generated this from AI as well.
I know you did.
And then I coloured it. I asked for a wood block.
That's your argument right out the window. Then I hate to break it to you, because that looks bloody good.
Thanks. No, well, here's the thing though. So there's another thing as well. I generated and then tidied it up. So it's not full AI. There's a bit of me in this image as well.
Yeah.
So the Menendez brothers. Have you heard of these guys?
Yes. They're a big deal on Netflix.
Yeah, a bit of a big deal. So they had a documentary, and they also did a dramatization of their story as well.
They did. I'd say the dramatization is bigger than the
I don't think many people would have tuned in for the hour-and-a-half long documentary. Exactly, yeah.
We're not alone. Thanks, Alistair.
Yeah. And they're fine. Like, it's fine. In fact, the Super Kelly Brothers logo also AI.
Stop telling everybody. Sloan drew that himself. Amazing.
Jody and I aren't even here. This is us. We just
I've actually
runs the podcast.
Because I do paintings, I did an exercise in AI to I sort of created a sort of collage from photographs, put it into AI, got what came out, put that into AI, like what you're talking about, and it made it more and more.
Yeah.
But the result was pretty odd, but pretty cool as well.
Kind of nice.
It took me quite a few attempts though, but it's like AI and an AI and AI, and that kind of feedback thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. It's interesting stuff though. I love it. I do like it.
It is good. And I use it. I use it as well in my day to day as well, and I'm coding as well. That we used Copilot as well to code.
There you go.
Just to sort of like ask things. Occasionally you find a bit of code, you're like, I don't know what this does. So you highlight it and you say to Copilot, what does this thing do? And it goes, actually, it does this. And it tells you what it does, which is quite nice.
Does it go like that? Well, actually.
It does. It says, well, actually. There's a lot of that.
Aye.
Looks
like it like that.
It does, aye. So anyway, the Menendez brothers.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's Menendezzy. Brothers, they the county prosecutor in LA has said, well, they've probably served enough time now, so we'll maybe put them up for parole.
They're good boys now.
That's right. Well, they're 53 and 56. So.
Well, it worked for Nelson Mandela. Never committed a crime again.
That's very true. Became president of South Africa.
Yeah, that was a Ricky Gervais joke there, by the way, everybody.
Was it?
Yeah, so complain to him if you're offended.
People will be offended because you quoted Ricky Gervais.
Probably. Yeah.
So yeah, so there was a big press conference this week, Wednesday, I want to say. Oh, Tuesday. I mean Tuesday. Anyway, one of the days this week, which is why we're talking about it in the What's the Tea segment. So the prosecutor came out and said, we're going to make an announcement. We're not telling you what it is, but it's to do with the Menendez brothers. Wink. And we're all like, well, we know what this is. It's clearly they're not getting another 50 years. Yeah. So, they came out and said, they probably served enough time. I mean, it was probably, their parents were bad to them, and they probably should get out. So we'll probably put them up for parole.
Well,
no dates yet.
Well, you say that, but it's quite a heavy thing to kind of put on the dad to say, well, yeah, we do think he was that person.
Girl, you know it's true.
And they were massive Milli Vanilli fans as well, which is a big deal in itself. I found that hilarious, actually, the whole Milli Vanilli soundtrack thing. I thought it was brilliant. And I loved that. See the drama when they kind of do the prison break thing. They get surgery to make themselves look like Vanilli. I just thought that was brilliant. I just loved that scene. It's fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're really. Who is it? Ryan. Who's the guy that makes him?
I think his surname's Ryan, isn't it? Oh no, it's Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy,
yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, a lot of people do not like Ryan Murphy. It has to be said, but I mean, you got to say, I mean, he makes pretty good TV shows, or at least commercial TV shows. I mean, he made Glee and American Horror Story, Ratched as well. So yeah, he's made a Dahmer as well. Yeah. So he's made a good few of these TV shows.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. So we'll get a sequel. That means we'll get a sequel to the old Netflix thing then. Menendez brothers. Freedom
on the loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see the reality TV show of them just buying cars and shouting about how small they are.
Yeah.
And things
that's
like
right.
that.
Yeah. That's right.
Being really spoiled.
By the way, the Alfa Romeo Spider that his dad got him is a beautiful car.
In anybody's eyes, but that just kind of highlighted how much of a spoiled git he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's going, look, I can touch the other side.
It's like a clown car. It's such a good series.
It's a beautiful Italian sports car, is what that is. I mean, it will probably break as soon as you drive it off the forecourt, but it's a nice, beautiful car.
Yeah, it was. Anyway. Baby Reindeer was great at the start of the year, but that was a cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. During the summer, that's kind of.
Oh, that was the other thing I watched. Sorry, you just reminded me of the other thing I watched.
That's good.
All right, cool. Let's move on then, shall we? Venom. We'll get to. Jesus, God Almighty, the bloody cat.
What the heck?
Every time. Do you want to come here? Come here.
What did he do?
Yeah. He jumped right up beside me. I wasn't really looking. Of course, it's dark over there, and I'm looking at a bright
That's
light.
easier.
It's his ear.
Yeah.
There's his ear.
He's trying to scare you. It's Halloween.
Exactly.
Spooky season.
You can't jump up on people. What was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted? Venom, dead on arrival at the box office. I'll wait till you finish your beer, shall I?
It's lovely.
I bet.
Are we surprised?
I
tell you what,
no.
I'm a wee bit surprised because they can't say it didn't get enough promotion because it was pretty much
promoted all to heck and back,
on the TV, and interviews. Tom Hardy was getting interviewed with the director and stuff, and did a red carpet thing, and so people knew about it. I've heard it's not very good. Heard it's not very good though.
Well, there's only 2 people in the world that actually like the first 2 ones.
Me and
you. So
did you like it, Alistair? Or anyone on the chat? Yeah, we did like them. I really liked them actually. I thought they were really good. They're entertaining. And I really want to go and see this one. I said to Danny about going to see it. Danny's 13, and he's like, nah. I'm like, really? So if he doesn't want to go and see it, there's something not right. Quite frankly.
That's the cat, by the way.
It's just looking at you like, and your problem is
I'm lying here now. This is my seat. TV pause over like that as well. I actually watched them all, right? Well, see, there you go. It's all fitting with our theory that those movies were made for us.
Yep. Well, it's one of the spin-off ones from Sony that I think was.
It's the Spider-Verse ones, yeah.
It was creatively successful, and people they made a bit of money.
I think so, yeah.
Better than Morbius and all that crap,
Morbius is arguably. I mean, until I'd seen Madam Web, I thought Morbius is the worst film out of the Sony Spider-Verse thing that they've got. But then I saw Madam Web, and I'm like, oh no, this is awful.
I'm not going to waste my time with that film.
Jodie, there's a bit in it where she goes to track down where her mum got bitten by the spider, and she goes, "Oh, here it is," and she's got a Polaroid of a tree, and there's a blurred kind of maybe a river in the background or something. She goes, "Oh, it's right here." I mean, it was 20 years ago, so I'm pretty sure that there doesn't exist anymore in a forest full of like trees. But never mind.
The only thing that I would watch it for is her, because she's quite good. She's a great actress. Great in 50 Shades of Grey.
It is arguably trilogy. Not her finest.
one of my favourite trilogies of all time.
Ever. Is it?
Yeah. That and it's up there with Star Wars, I think. Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh my God. So anyway, Venom has made 175 million at the box office so far. So it's not exactly.
Well, it's better numbers than Joker 2.
Well, that's true.
Is it not?
We'll get into Joker 2. We'll talk about Joker 2.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
There's been. You sent this. I didn't know that this was a thing that even existed. But I'll show this. I'll show pictures. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see them. And if you're not watching on YouTube,
jump on YouTube and subscribe to us.
Yep. So here is. So this is the stunt double for Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I mention it, now that I think about it, I actually do remember it.
Yeah. So this is the same character from Spider-Verse that's voiced by Nick Cage, and Nick Cage plays the Noir character in a Prime TV series, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first images that we're looking at. It's on the top of a 1930s
1920s, 1930s car, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Having a wee kind of rock.
That's obviously a Mercedes camera car, but never mind.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's not unless he's come from the future,
Yeah.
or which
Maybe
he
the
probably
old
hasn't.
green screen bit there in
Aye.
the background.
Yep. Yeah. So there you go. First images. It's actually happening. This could be exciting. Actually, it's one of my favourite characters from this Spider-Verse.
And Prime's been a bit hit or miss, I would say, with TV shows. There was the Citadel, which was 25 minutes in. I was like, nope, I'm done. Nope, can't do this. Nope.
That was the Richard Madden one, wasn't it? Was it?
I think it was, yeah. Maybe it's just him.
I didn't mind that, actually.
I don't think he's a good actor, to be honest.
He couldn't remember that it was some sort of... It was one of those ones, wasn't it?
He couldn't remember that he was an actor. That's right.
That's
the one.
He couldn't remember that he was acting. No, I couldn't remember he was an assassin. Was that one?
He couldn't remember he was in a plane. No, he couldn't remember he was in a train. Was that a train at this time? It was a train.
At the beginning, that's right, aye.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Aye. And we can't even remember. Christ, never mind. I'm remembering.
Well, I know. Well, we didn't have to do with it, thankfully.
I wasn't there.
If I'd have directed it, I would have said put Alan Smithy as the director for this, please.
Who?
Alan Smithy.
No, aye.
Yeah.
No Smithers.
Smithers. Do you want to see a trailer?
Of course I will.
Trailers.
Of course I do.
I've only got one.
All right.
But it's a good one. That's not the trailer. This is the trailer. Oh, it's all fingers and thumbs again.
Oh.
I'll have a peek. Let me just do the old share thing.
Sloan's typing with his toes.
I'd blame the cat, but he's nowhere near the keyboard. Right, here we go. You ready? Severance, season 2.
Season 2.
Everything they told you about
was
a lie.
I give
watch we don't get a copyright strike that music.
my memories between my work life and my personal life.
We're not happy. We're miserable.
What is it we
I've not
actually
actually seen this trailer. That's why I'm very quiet.
People forget
my wife?
she's alive.
This looks good. First season was magic.
Who are you people?
Welcome
New
back,
people.
Marcus.
New folks.
In a minute.
Apart from him. Is it new workmates?
Come and join the party, dressed to kill.
Is it new workmates? Hello, are you there? Mort calling Orson.
Oh, sorry, I had it muted.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm back on now.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Sorry for everyone listening.
I'm like, hello, dear. Hello. Is it new
was-
workmates, dear?
I had a cough. Yeah, it's maybe from Arrested Development. Elisa Sherkat. Is that her name?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's maybe from Arrested Development anyway. Did the guy, the manager guy, did he not die in the first one? Sorry, spoilers.
I'm going to say I don't know.
All right. No fingers on the keyboard.
Not me, the cat. What?
I just this.
He's trying to find the off button.
He's like,
Worst critic.
Here's our worst critic, aren't you? He's adorable though. So that looks good. Severance, season 2. Can't wait. Shall we
Of course it does.
do the old what you watching?
Why not?
What you watching that, eh?
Well, Friday's movie was Insidious, the old scary one. Which
Yep.
when I first went to see that, I thought it was mega scary.
Is that
In fact,
Patrick
even when
Wilson? Patrick Wilson, Tony
yeah,
Collette?
Patrick Wilson. No, it's not Tony Collette. It's
Rose Byrne.
yes, Rose Byrne.
Wrong Australian.
Yeah. So when the title came up, I was like, yeah! I went, and Insidious, and I put my popcorn like that everywhere, all over everybody. But this time round, I watched it and I was like, nah, why was this? This is not creepy, or maybe because I don't know. It's quite an old film now, but at the same time, I really thought it was really scary. And I went to see it the first time. And we watched it with Danny. Danny didn't find it that scary either, so
there you go.
So there you go. We watched a film, Don't Breathe, I think it's called, on Disney Plus. And it's do you know what? I knew this would happen. I know her name really well, and then the minute I come in the podcast, I can't remember her name.
Jane Levy?
Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson.
Oh, okay. Is that not Don't Breathe too?
Is it called Don't Breathe? I'm sure it's called Don't Breathe.
Is it Sam Raimi?
No.
Oh, it's not Don't Breathe then.
No. I'll tell you what it is. It's all about a woman who's got two young girls, and she's got a third one that's died, and they live in
Hold Your Breath?
Is it Hold Your Breath? Hold Your Breath. That's it. Yeah, Hold Your Breath.
Right.
So they live in these kind of dusty western nothing. It's like a church and maybe a few houses kind of really far apart kind of thing.
Like in a Dust Bowl town.
Yeah.
Middle America type thing, yeah.
Yeah, our kids read about this book about the grey man that turns into dust and then appears and can go up your nostrils, and they don't like it up them, but especially these folk, they don't like it up them.
It's the second dad's on this podcast.
It can go right in your openings, shall we say.
In the hubba.
I don't know how he gets in, but he gets in, and then he takes over your body and starts to do things.
Eels.
But it was actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. It was really well made. Sarah Paulson was a producer on it as well, and she's always good. And the kids were great in it as well.
Yeah. Kids are all right.
And I tell you what, not the Who.
The guy from the Bear was in it as well.
The from the Bear's in it. Yep. Who's an up and comer.
Yep.
He's playing
Ben.
Ben from Fantastic Four.
That's right, and he's also in Andor as well.
So he is, yes.
Yeah.
So he's brilliant as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good film. Quite slow, but don't let that put you off.
Aye.
I really quite enjoyed it. We've been watching Rivals on Disney Plus.
I want to watch that. Yeah. That's
it's David Tennant, Danny Dyer, and it's a book
Jelly
by Jelly Cooper, who wrote all the kind of saucy horses. Kind of novels. 70s, 60s, 70s and 80s horses things. Yeah. Aye. So it's like very heavily set in the 80s, and it's the music's great.
I think you'd have to though.
Brilliant. Yeah,
I don't think it would work transported over here.
Yeah, but it's really got that kind of cheesy 80s vibe about it, and it is absolutely superb.
Yeah,
it really is great. Really enjoying that. I definitely watched something else. Oh, I'm not quite caught up with Penguin. I'm still one episode behind.
Oh man!
And I'm not.
Did you get to the Hangman's episode?
That
was just Kristen Milotti, just all about her character.
Oh, aye. And Arkham.
That was such a good, yeah.
Yeah, it was very good.
Well, it was
That
a good episode. That
That's the one I've just watched.
the next episode is quite heavy on her character again, but it's brilliant. It's I really like. I like how they've got the two of them are basically the sort of main characters,
Mhm.
because her backstory is great as well.
Yeah, no, really good. Probably, I think Rivals is the best thing I'm watching right now, though, I have to say.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Penguin's up there for me.
Penguin's up there, though.
Yeah.
It's super. It's great. I keep wanting to say Wanda. Agatha, all along,
Mhm.
I'm one episode behind. I think I'm halfway through the last episode, the previous episode. But I watched that 50-minute one where the big reveal who he is type thing.
Yeah.
Which probably we could have guessed it was the son of.
I think we all
Wanda.
knew who he was really.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
It was a good episode though. That's two good episodes in a row.
I wouldn't
for me.
say it's the best thing that Marvel's put out on the platform, but it's nowhere near as bad as like Secret War, or whatever the hell it was called. I can't even remember the name of the bloody show now.
It's inconsistent, I would say, though, because see those episodes the three back to back, and it was like these kind of escape room
things. Yeah,
things. What was that all about? Why not
The-
have it? It was in that the episode I've just watched there.
So
You know.
this week's episode, the one you haven't watched, is all about the fortune teller woman.
Right. All right.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been okay. It's been okay. It's not been like I've not been like I'm out. You know, it's actually got better the last few episodes. I think that's probably about it. I'm sure there's something else.
Did you watch the chimp thing?
Oh, what the chimp crazy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I saw that. I talked about that last week though.
I watched
that now.
I watched that last week. Yeah,
it's good, isn't it?
It is good. Yeah, I thought the end was a bit of a kind of damp squib, but I thought that just you lied on my keyboard. It's fine. I thought it was another the guy that does it, the good Eric Good, that directs it, produces it. He's very good at cliffhanger endings where it's like there's no way this is going to get crazy, and then like next week is even more crazy. Like the bit I don't want to spoil it, but there's a bit in it where she says, she says ABC hasn't happened and DEF has, and then it cuts to the next scene just before the end credits, and she's doing ABC.
Oh yes,
oh my god!
That's
of course, yeah. So it's very very good at those kind of. What did I say last night?
I've heard of that one actually. What's that on, Alistair? Is that Prime or is it Shudder? Maybe Shudder. Yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was only 4 episodes as well, so you can watch it in a one or two sittings, really, probably. Which is always good for me if I can try and get it done as soon as I can. But I really liked it.
Watching the podcast now.
I think that's what it is. I think that's all I've watched this week.
Well, I watched that chimp thing. The big thing I watched, we'll get to in just a sec. We've been going through Only Murders in the Building. Still great. Every single episode is just great fun to watch those guys just having a laugh with their mates. I think is a best description of it. It's such a feel good kind of thing. There's a show in Britain called Ludwig now, which is David Mitchell.
I've started watching that actually. Yep.
Oh, have you? So apparently that's a kind of feel good type murder mystery thing as well.
Good. Yeah.
Light-hearted and sort of frothy is sort of. I like that. It's good times. Gives you a nice wee comfy seat.
Escapism.
Bit of scary. Yeah, I introduced animated Benidorm.
That's right. She never watched it.
She's never watched it, so I've
Really?
started to rewatch it again with her. We're on season 4 now.
Mhm.
We started watching it last Saturday.
Oh.
So we
Oh,
watched
yeah.
4 seasons in a week.
Busy week then for you.
Busy week, yeah. So I'm right up there with Sticky Vicky and Leslie and all that kind of stuff. So, we watched
Sorry,
Hobbs
Odyssey's
and Shaw
on Prime.
was our.
Sorry.
Oh, is it okay? I watched Hobbs and Shaw as our Friday movie this week. It's a fun movie. It's fun watching those two being horrible to each other or
That's okay.
sniping each other.
That's all right.
My favourite line in it is when he says, "Your mum got you a T-shirt. It's in your size. Spray on." In reply, he says, "Why don't you put another jacket on? It's 110 degrees out there."
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. Anyway, I like it.
That's okay.
And then the big one we saw Joker 2, Foil Duck.
Yes. Folie à deux.
Folie à deux.
Did you say foiled up?
Foil Duck. Foil Duck. Did you not see the news presenters in America trying to pronounce it? That's what I mean. Is that's why it's getting low
Americans
figures.
can't pronounce anything. No offense to
That's my
American
point.
watching this.
But that's the biggest market though. Is America, and if you can't pronounce the name, you're scut. You've had it.
Do you think that's why it failed? Because folk can't pronounce it. They just called it Joker 2.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, drink there.
Go for it.
I can see what they were trying to do.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, I think they should have leaned. I think they should have leaned more into the musical aspect of it.
It's not a musical, Sloan.
I know it's not, but I think they should have.
According to them,
I know, but the whole point about musicals, is
go full in.
You should have 100% just hook, line, sinker, copy of Anglers Monthly, straight in.
Yep.
And the reason why I think that is because, and I'm wrong, but the reason why I think that is because in musicals you always sing your feelings. That's what a musical is you have the dialogue and then you burst into song because you're trying to explain your feelings and it comes out in song.
Which is kind of what he did.
However, the problem with the Joker...
Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers, heavy.
Not really the problem with the Joker either, is that the thing about the Joker is he's an unreliable narrator. And the story, and much like the first movie, I think they were trying to do the same thing with the second movie, which is he's an unreliable narrator. Which means, and this might be a spoiler, I think we're getting a third Joker.
Whoa. Heavy spoiler alert. You didn't mention anything there, though, but I know what you're talking about, because I was about to say it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that I don't think it's a spoiler alert. I'm just saying that I think we're getting a third Joker movie. Because of the unreliable narrator.
Well, I'm going to put a spoiler. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Right. If you haven't seen the Joker,
turn away now.
Turn off the volume. I'm about to say something. I think you're right. At the end, when he gets murdered, that is from his perspective and his kind of glory. So they could do a third one, but the whole point is, though, now it's bombed so hard, there's no chance they could do a third one. Because they probably fully expected this to be a trilogy now, but no chance is it going to be a trilogy. Do you see what I mean about the fact that it should have been the first act? Was that the full film should have been the first act of the movie, and then he does some sort of prison break, then he's like out being the Joker, and then something happens, then cliffhanger, Joker 3.
I think so. There's a bit in it. There's the courtroom bit in it where he becomes full on angry Joker. Like, you get what you deserve type Joker, which was a theme all the way through the second movie was "You get what you deserve," because the punchline essentially at the end of the movie is "You get what you deserve."
Yep.
Literally figuratively and literally the punchline is "You get what you deserve," because the kid's telling the joke at the end, and he says, "You get what you deserve."
Do you not also
That's the
think
punchline.
that they've basically made a Joker movie twice, as in they've made the first act of a Joker movie twice? Because this could have been the first act
Could have been,
of a,
yeah,
of a,
yeah.
of
You
a
don't need to see
trilogy.
the,
It's the
yeah,
exact same way as the last one was. It wasn't like, it's as if there should be more after this.
I think
they ended it bad. The end was bad.
well,
And it was
again.
It was, to me, it was like an extended version of a first act.
The other thing is though that when you look at the Joker, the character himself, he's extremely tragic in his persona. He never wins. Batman always bests him. He always gets defeated, and in both movies, he's essentially has this journey through the movie and then gets defeated at the end. Both movies.
But he never gets the chance to
these
fight
kind of things.
Batman, which is nonsense.
Well, but that's okay.
Here's
I
my
mean,
theory, though.
Mhm.
Here's my theory. He is just the beginnings of the movement, the Joker movement, and somebody else is going to rise up and
as
put
the
makeup
Joker?
on, and that'll be the Joker that fights Batman. Because you know how
Okay.
there was already
Yeah.
a guy in the movie dressed
They
up
look
exactly
like,
like
yeah,
him.
they look like him, yeah.
Yeah,
because he actually stops and
the
goes,
street. Yeah.
kind of,
So-
whoa.
So
Yeah,
that's my
could be
theory.
that, yeah.
Because he doesn't have that Joker doesn't have the proper Joker makeup really,
No,
as we know it. So
yeah.
he was like Joker version 1.
Also, he's not really committed to the bit as well.
Yeah.
In being the
Well, it's just the
anarchic
catalyst
character.
It's the catalyst for what's going to be possibly.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that kind of mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about performances. I thought Joaquin Phoenix again put in a freaking amazing job as the
He's
Joker.
brilliant. He's
I
brilliant.
love watching him as the Joker. I love watching him as Fleck as well. I think he's really good as that character.
He's
The kind
brilliant.
of wimpy, like the bit at the start where you see him getting the mucking out, but
Yeah.
and he's just this wrinkle of bones, and you're going like,
Yeah.
who's this Joker?
Yeah.
Like that bit there. I thought Lady Gaga was fantastic as Harley Quinn.
Brilliant.
She
Absolutely.
was so good.
Yep.
And it was, she's got a great voice as well.
Yep.
And that helps as well because obviously it's a
It's a well-made
non-musical-
movie.
It's a
Well
well-made
acted.
movie. It's
You know.
well acted. It's well directed.
Unfortunately, the Joker movie came first.
Well,
if that hadn't happened,
yeah.
this would be going. This is brilliant.
Yeah,
Apart from the ending.
this is the. But then again, maybe this is the meta. You get what you deserve.
Yeah, and it is his
Maybe
version,
that's
and
what
it
this
could
is.
be
Yeah.
the kickoff for Jokers in the future.
Because he loses a lot of his sort of fandom when he says, "I'm not the Joker. It's just it's just me,"
Mhm.
and they all go up and they kind of like leave the courtroom and things like that.
Yeah.
But Donald Gleason's in it.
Yep.
Not Donald Gleason. His dad, Brendan Gleason's in it.
Yeah.
Donald Gleason. Brendan Gleason's in it. He's fantastic.
Steve Coogan's buddy in it.
Steve Coogan's in it as well. He plays Patty. And there's that bit, that interaction is brilliant as well. The
Yeah.
whole in the jail cell thing's
Yeah.
great. Her from 40-Year-Old Virgin's in it as well. Christine, she's in it. She plays his attorney. Well, for a while. She's brilliant in it as well. Just everyone's great in it, and you come out of the movie going like, yeah. But then again, I was thinking about it a couple of days later still. So
Yeah, it's a good movie.
maybe that's
It's a good
maybe
movie, but
yeah.
it's just not what we wanted from the second movie.
Yeah.
That's the only. But it's still a good movie. It's still well made. Still brilliantly acted.
Yeah.
Brilliantly put together. But it's just not what we wanted from the second movie.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
I guess we kind of wanted a kind of Dark Knight. Was it the not Dark Knight Detective? It was what was it called? The Dark Knight. That was the Joker movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we did.
But I don't know if Fleck is the right character for that Joker though. I think there needs to be like a Jack Napier or something similar that kind of like takes them, as you said, takes the mantle on from him,
because
but has that madness in him already. But you see glimpses of it though in Joaquin's performance, because there's bit like the court scene bit was like whoa, like I actually went back in my seat. I was so taken aback by it. It was just an amazing bit in it where they do a musical montage of it, and those bits as well where like she shoots him in one of the montages, pulls a gun on him. That was brilliant as well, like because it was the Robert De Niro's what was his character called? Mitch Murray, whatever it is, the Murray Show or whatever it was. They used the same set from the first movie as the Joker set, and brilliant. But I'm loath to give it like a negative, like don't go and see it.
It doesn't deserve it doesn't deserve the low rating and the
no, I don't think it deserves
figures
the low rating
at all. I don't think.
No. I mean, for me, Sam, she put it like she was filling in her letterboxd as we were leaving the theatre, and she put it as a 2.5. And I went, I don't know.
Out of what, 10?
No, 5.
All right.
10. Do you think Heath Ledger's Joker is the pinnacle of all Joker performances? No. I actually prefer Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, to be honest. I think
I like the first Joker. I like his first Joker. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But even in this one, there was glimmers of the Joker character still there, and that was kind of new. But again, he feels kind of beaten and downtrodden because he's now part of the system, and he's going to be in Arkham for ages.
I think what they did with Heath Ledger's Joker was the best, though. Do you not think so?
Yeah, I think. But I mean, again. It's different Jokers, though. That's the thing. Is like, who's your favorite Batman? I mean, my favorite Batman is Michael Keaton because I was, 17, 18 when I saw him, and that's kind of when you form your opinions of what a good Batman is. I was never a fan of Christian Bale as Batman. I know that's a controversial take, but I was never a big fan. And when Heath Ledger walks on and is the Joker, you're gonna have to up your game as Batman, and I don't think he reached it, to be honest. So. For that respect, I think maybe Heath Ledger's Joker maybe is the pinnacle of all Joker performances because he got to fight Batman.
Yeah.
Like the bit. I'll tell you the best. One of the best bits in the Joker in the Dark Knight is the bit where he just sits and goes. I love that bit.
The bit just in the prison.
A little bit of performance, yeah. Yeah. Just a little performance there.
It's a great movie. Movie.
It's like, I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker. Any notes? No, none. It's like it's a perfect performance.
Yeah.
But I still think that Joaquin Phoenix could be a good.
I think he could have been the best
Joker for the Batman.
Me too.
But if you're counting Jokers who have fought against Batman in the same movie, then Heath Ledger's Joker beats out Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I felt as if even at the time Jack Nicholson was too old to play the Joker.
Yeah.
Too big and too old. Joker to me was always a scrawny, menacing individual.
Yeah.
To me.
If it had been a couple of years later, maybe Jim Carrey could have played the Joker.
Yeah. I feel as if
the Riddler.
For me, Joaquin Phoenix is the most like the Joker facially as well.
Yeah,
The way his nose and his chin.
especially when you see the cartoon, like at the start, the cartoon at the start.
The way that. Yeah. That was really good as well, actually.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Yeah. Missed opportunity for me, I think, because it did have so many good bits. But ultimately, no cigar.
yeah. What about yourself, Alice? Did you prefer Heath Ledger over Joaquin? Cat's over.
Great points, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, no, it's just a shame it didn't do so well, but I totally understand why. I think you do as well. Now that you've seen it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But I would still recommend everyone to go and watch it if you
Yeah, me too.
chance to go to the theater to watch it. I'd maybe choose a comfortable seat.
Yeah.
As opposed to the seats I was in. But yeah. And that's it. That's all we got. Anything else you want to bring up? Talk about to the group?
No.
Are we doing a
Oh yeah. We're going to put out on Thursday. We're going to put out because it's Halloween on Thursday. We're going to put a top 5, me, Sloan, and James. Top 5 favorite horror movies.
And mine will be controversial.
As ever. Number 3.
The
You won't see
Haunted
that one
Mansion.
coming.
No.
Yours will be the Haunted Mansion. Monster House.
Goosebumps.
Aye, probably. Oh dear. Last time you watched a haunted film, it was probably about a scary film. Was probably about 1981.
It was, yeah. When did Poltergeist come out?
It was like Salem's Lot or something.
Salem's Lot. Well, it was on TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you like what you see so far, don't forget to hit the old like button and share. And if you want to, yeah, it is a good movie.
It's a cracker.
It's a cracker. And if you want to get time reminders when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will work its wonders, and so forth and so on and whatnot. But don't forget to like and share because it really helps the channel out, and obviously commenting below as well is great as well.
Yeah, thanks for all the comments.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for talking to us on the stream as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys in the next episode. So we'll see you in. Well, we won't see you on Thursday because I think we're pre-recording it.
But it'll be out on Thursday.
It'll be out on Thursday.
Yeah.
On Thursday, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.